What's going on? It's Monday, December 9th, 2024, 7:43 p.m. Like usual, I'm going to say that I'm going to make this show short and sweet, but I don't know. It probably won't be because they never are, but it's all good. So today I graduated from the onboarding group in the mastermind that I'm in, and now I'm in the big main academy with all the big dogs, most of the big dogs. The big dogs are not even in that. They're so far above and beyond. But anyway, I'm with them. So learning more. Now I have more information, more modules, more things, more guides, more information, everything available to me. So that's very exciting. Now, that means I'm leaving the old group. So all the connections I made there in the group themselves, they're no longer there. But outside, I mean, with messages and stuff, I mean, like the guy that I talked to on the role play the other day, I could talk to him as much as I want. So all the other coaches, they're going to be moving on. So they're going to be in the group, and I'm not going to be having calls with those guys anymore. It's going to be with other people, other coaches, which is pretty exciting. So we'll see how that goes. But now they're Monday, Friday, and now Wednesdays. So that's cool. I'm very excited for that. However, still can't fucking attend any of them, which is it's just so frustrating, dude. It's so frustrating. So it is what it is. So there's that. I'm very excited about that. Got a lot to learn. I have to make an intro post and let everybody know that I'm new and hi, I'm Bryson, blah, blah, blah. Do all that stuff, so no problem. And then what do I need to do? That's that. So Cole replied to my big vulnerable message. I don't know which episode I talked about that on, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them ago. He replied, I'm going to try to find it. Cole. Is it this one? Okay, got it. So that's when he said, how many DMs are you sending a day, homie? I told him the spiel, and he responded with this, and I think it's cool. Because this is the kind of shit I'm looking for. So if you don't know who Cole Da Silva is, look him up on Instagram, Cole Da Silva. I think he's called The Wolf. I don't know. But fucking awesome. Fucking awesome guy. So we're talking and he says, number 1, send 20 to 30 DMs a day. Post 1 convo a day here for feedback. Number 2, post once a day. Post 1 post here daily for feedback. Number 3, watch 1 module in the course a day. Implement immediately and post it in here in the group for feedback and questions. Number 4, watch the replays of every call here in the group or attend live. Implement immediately and post here in the group for feedback. Put all your things you have to do in a day into ChatGPT and tell it to create a schedule for you. Start using this daily. You got to show up better, homie. That's where this starts. And he's absolutely right, dude. I'm not showing up the way that I need to be showing up right now. I'm scattered. I'm all over the place. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm struggling mentally with everything going on. Because, I have the most amount of time I'll ever have in my entire life right now. And I'm not... I mean, there's some truth to that because right now I'm just as, I don't want to say I don't have any friends, family, or anything like that, but I just don't hang out with friends. I don't hang out with family. I have my beautiful girlfriend Lexi. I see her on the weekends. But outside of that, that's it. I don't got any kids, any other obligations, no outside responsibilities other than myself, which is cool. So I don't have, this is the most, outside of a 9 to 5, it's the most amount of time I'll ever have. And so to think that it's only going to get less and less and less and less, kind of, because I'm going to quit my job and then gain 160 hours per month back. So I guess it just depends. But it's just fucking hard to balance sometimes, dude. Part of me thinks that I just need to, I don't know. Part of me thinks a lot of different things, but what I really need to do is focus fucking ruthlessly on the things that I'm doing. I need to just, it sounds crazy, but maybe it's what I need to try. But I need to get home from work and then just text everybody who I'm in a conversation with, or like in the DMs, or put my phone on Do Not Disturb and then put a message that says, hey, I'm whatever. And then put my phone in my car or something in my garage, and then just come up here, do my thing. I mean, I got the brick, which is the brick is you scan it with your phone, locks your phone. Only way you can unlock it is if you scan it again. So I can put the brick downstairs, scan my phone, come up here. And there's so many drawbacks to that because I need my phone for what I'm doing right now. And it just sucks. But anyway, I got a client in the system right now, right? Because we got the scholarship winner. He's in the system now. So he's a client. He's got access to everything. He's in the program. He's got access to the files. And I'm realizing now by having a real human being on the other side, just how not up to par I want my things to be. I want everything to be perfect in the sense that they know what they're doing. They know what they need to get done, what I expect of them by when, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, that right now is just so shitty because it's just all over the place, and I need to work on that. So I wrote some reminders, wrote a list of things I need to get done, and I'm going to do those. That's that. And with that, the fuck is this? Perfect, bro. I believe in you. Oh, cool. We got Coach Shay Can, really cool guy. We were just talking about me graduating, and he says, "Perfect, bro. I believe in you." Cool, good guy. Shout out to Shay. So I wrote this little list on my whiteboard, and so it seems like every time I do any kind of time blocking or any kind of very drawn out list or explicit form of a to-do list or whatever, it seems like those are my best days. There's a common theme there. So I need to be better at that. I need to be better at being aware of what needs to get done per day, writing it out, and then doing that, which sounds so simple, but I think it's so simple that I'm like, oh, I can't be that, and I don't know. But so I wrote it on my whiteboard, and I'm like, dude, I want to have everything in one central spot. I prefer writing things down as opposed to typing them. I'd prefer to have a book of stuff, but it's just not practical, dude. I need everything in one central spot, easily accessible and all that shit. I need it just be boom, 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 Meaning I need it all in one spot on my Google, on my laptop. That'd be fucking cool. So that's what I'm going to work on. I got to get organized, get all my shit together, figure out what's going on, and continue creating the shit that I know I need to make. And I need to commit to doing the things that I have to get done every week regardless, and then doing them. And I just might have to set some hard fucking core boundaries with what I'm doing at work, because I have a lot of downtime at work. And I say a lot, I don't know. If you count breaks and lunch, that's at least an hour. If you want, I'm going to say at least 2 hours. We'll just say that. I have at least 2 hours of downtime per day. Sometimes I don't. It's a busy day. That's uncommon, but So that's 2 hours right there. You can do a shit ton in 2 hours when you're sitting there and you're focused. So I need to set some boundaries. I need to just I'm going to have to start being direct. If I'm doing something on my computer, someone comes over and talks to me, I'll be like, hey bro, I'll come talk to you in a sec. I got to focus on this and get this done or something, or if I'm in the break room and people are talking to me, I got to just plug the AirPods in and just fucking work, dude, because I got to get this shit going, man. And the only thing that's going to allow me to do that is focus, organization, priorities, and execution. So with that being said, here's the other thing. I can't do shit at work because my service is ass. And that's no exaggeration. If you're a coworker of mine, you know this. If you've been listening to the show, you'll know this. But AT&T is ass. Now, to give them credit, they might be great. But for where I go, ass. And so to think that I spend right now half my week at one spot and I'm giving up 10 to 15 hours per week, not being able to work on shit because I can't, because of no service, I don't like that. So I said, okay, how much would I be willing to pay to fix that? And I didn't come up with a price. However, to pay off my current phone and switch, it was $833. And so I did that because I value the ability to work at work on my own shit at least $833. Not to mention that's a fee that I don't have to pay again because it's my phone now. And so that's cool. It is quite a hit, but T-Mobile is a fucking baller. And I found this out after I pretty much committed because I was looking at their website and I should have done that from the start. But they'll pay to break your contract with AT&T and they'll reimburse you with a MasterCard or something like that for up to $650. So that's fucking cool. So, and I was reading the details. I was reading the fine print to make sure I don't get screwed over again. had a live chat with T-Mobile, had a live chat with AT&T, quadruple checked everything. I literally read the whole terms and conditions, every word for word, because I wanted to make sure that I understood, and I do. So as a result, I paid off my phone. And what's shitty about this whole thing is I paid off my phone with T-Mobile. And I was like, cool, I'll trade this into AT&T and I'll get the new phone for free because that was their promo. Now, I didn't read the fine print on that one because when I traded in my phone that was paid off, the phone that I owned, that $1,200 phone that's in my hand, I'm holding it, that was paid off. I owned it. But I gave it to AT&T for a trade-in value of $1,200, which is great. So I get the new phone for free. However, that new phone was credited to my account in installments. 36 of them. 36 installments of $27 or whatever the hell, $29, whatever it is. So in the span of 3 years, it would be a free phone, which I'm a dumbass and I didn't read that. And you live and learn, dude. Glad I learned that lesson because I'll never do that again. Sometimes you gotta learn shit the hard way so that it can really stick with you and stick in your mind to never do that again, you know? So read every single word in the terms and conditions for T-Mobile to ensure that I made to ensure that I made a good choice. And I did. So I paid off the phone. Now I got to wait for it to clear in the system so that I can request an unlock, and then I can take that to T-Mobile, get set up with them. And then Bob's your uncle, all done. We got to figure that out ASAP. So back to what I was saying. The sooner I can get that going, the sooner I can get shit going at work with the downtime, specifically messaging people and starting conversations, because that's my biggest downside right now. Because you guys remember when I was like, oh, I'll start 100 conversations per day and 3,000 people per month, at least one person's going to find something of interest with what I got going on. So all I have to do is that continuously for blah, 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 and I'll be good. You know, remember that conversation? Well, it turns out I'm being a fucking pussy right now and I'm not doing that. That combined with the fact that it's very difficult for me to do that at work because I don't have service. Yeah. And I've also been doing this thing where I'll look for something on my phone and my coworker will be there and I'm like, hey man, pull it up on your phone. You don't have to watch. I'm just curious how quick you can pull it up versus me. So phones side by side, they'll pull it up within 2-3 seconds. I mean, it's not, I mean, we work in a big ass cement box. So the service is ass, but AT&T, it's quite literally non-existent. Now there's this thing you can type in your phone. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's something like #12345 #99 or something, and it tells you the cell signal strength. Now it's in dB or dBn or dBr. I don't know what it is. That's what it's measured in. I can't remember. But anything below -120 is just considered, your phone's a paperweight. It's useless. So you can't do shit. No service. It's that bad. And when I check, sometimes I'm -121, -124, -118, -127. I just have no service up there. And so that, with the fact that I'm streaming music from my downloads, and sometimes it'll go off the download folder and try to load some other song, or anytime I try to Google something, because I can get certain things to load, and it takes at least, I don't know. I actually took screenshots today. I'm going to pull them up. Took a screenshot of my thing loading, took another screenshot of it a couple minutes later, and I looked at the battery life. So let's pull it up real quick. Okay, so at 10:56, 50% battery, loading the AT&T screen. And then at 11:04, 45% battery, still loading. What the fuck is that about, dude? What is that? Almost 10 full minutes, lost 5% of battery. Phone was just sitting there. It's because it's searching so hard for a signal and just killing my battery. Because there's no reason I should lose 5% battery in 10 minutes. That's losing 30% battery in an hour. Ass. That's so bad. So I said, I got to get this shit going. I got to fix this. So that's what I did. So I'm switching back to T-Mobile. It's fucking cool. AT&T is ass. They're so bad. Every time I talk to them on live chat or an email or whatever, they're like, oh, we had a deal pop up. Would you like to hear more about it? And every time I'm like, I don't want to hear anything about it. I think AT&T is ass. Word for word, I say that every time. AT&T is so shit. I don't want any offers. No, thank you. Or I'll just hit them with a no. It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. So enough complaining. Got that fixed. I'm excited to get that squared away and get that going. So that's cool. Now, that's what else? So that's cold reply. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. The one last thing I want to say is, if you guys remember how I talked about, I have the milestone episode, so it'd be pretty much once a quarter. It would be every 91 to 92 days, and then every 182 days, it would be a 90 or a half year recap, and then every year it'd be a full year recap. Remember all that shit? Well, that's cool and all. I want to do that because I like the year mark stuff. But what I want to do is dedicate certain numbered episodes to those things. So, for example, every 100th episode, that's when I would do a full recap of what I've achieved in the last 100 days. And just keep on going. Now, I could implement, I mean, it's my fucking show, I do what I want here, but I could do a full year recap whenever the full year is, but I would just it would just be more like organization. So, future listeners know that on episode 500, 600, 700, 800, 4,500, 4,600, 7,100, 7,000, you get it. Those episodes would be the ones where they can catch all the details, all the stats of the show, all the recaps, all the progress made, all the money made, all the people's lives changed, all the testimonials caught, all the reviews written, all the posts made, you name it. And just organize it in groups of 100. So the last 100 days, what did I do? The last 100 days, and then every 10 of those would be the last 1,000 days. So I'm just thinking like that. It's very simple. So every 100th episode would be that. And then it got me thinking, what could every 50th episode be? 550, 650, 750. What could those episodes be? And I'm just thinking about those things. I think that's interesting. So I don't know, man. I got a lot of moving parts in my life right now, and it's hard to stay focused with a lot of different things. And a lot of it is my fault because I get distracted with my phone. It's so hard for me personally to control myself with not just grabbing my phone and start scrolling, or grab my phone and looking at music, or I just had an idea for an app. Let me see if it exists. And then I get lost looking for different apps. Like, what does this app do? And then I go onto the website. And I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I can do that. Oh, I just get so distracted. And it's not even a bad thing necessarily because I'm learning. But sometimes I'm just like, dude, the reason why I'm not making it right now is because my mind is in 5 different rooms in a house right now. And it's not doing shit. If I could just put all my focus into one corner of one room, I would be killing it right now. And I'm not doing that. So I'm being honest with myself. That's the number one thing I need to focus on. And so that's that. So honestly, with that being said, I'm going to call it. I still have to do the role play with ChatGPT tonight. I will do that. It's part of the Blade. And that's that. So 7, 8, 9. So day 8 of Blade 1 is complete today. That's fucking cool. So now we are officially a fourth of the way done, over a fourth of the way done. So what I just did, got to do it 3 more times and we're done. I was actually almost late to work this morning because I'd gotten my car without my keys. So fun fact, every time I leave the house or every time I go to the gym, I have my backpack with me. And my backpack, it holds my wallet, keys, my cat card for work. It holds everything. I never have anything in my pockets because fuck that. And if I go to the store or something like that, I don't take my backpack. So I grab my keys and my wallet. So they come out of my backpack. So I got in my car this morning and I go to start it. It wouldn't start because I need my keys in there. So I thought, holy fucking shit, you're kidding me. There's no way I'm going to fail on day, I didn't know what day it was. On day 8, no way. So I go upstairs, couldn't find my keys. And I thought, dude, there's no fucking way. Spoiler alert, wasn't late. I was fine. I got there 2 minutes early. We're fine. But at work. But damn, dude, it's just so frustrating. So we got that done. And the Blade continues. So now all I have to do is do the sales call roleplay, which I will. I don't want to record it. Don't want to do any of that shit because I just want to go to sleep, dude. I want to get this done, upload it, be done, go to bed. Another thought I had was kind of switching my schedule around so that I am going to bed. Actually, I want to talk about this real quick. So when Lexi stays over, I will still get up early and I'll come into my office and I'll continue working. Now, that hasn't always been the case, but I find it very beneficial to do so, despite how difficult it is to get out of a nice, warm, cozy bed with the woman that you love. You know what I mean? And it's tough because of all those reasons, but it's like, man, she's right there. I'm sleeping, I'm cuddling, I'm warm. I don't want to get up and go sit in the office and I don't want to do that. And what I've discovered is that because I'm on blade one. I don't know how to use my own terminology here, because I'm running the 3:50 a.m. wake up time and 5 a.m. wake up time on days off. Because I'm running that, it takes I can just wake up and we can sleep in. I just takes that off the table. It's like, hey, you're waking up and you're going to get to work. And what I've learned and what I've discovered over the last about 2 weeks is that I love that, dude. I love waking up early to think that she's sleeping, not in any kind of derogatory or condescending way, but she's sleeping. And I like to think that in the future, I'm going to provide her and my kids and everything like that the luxury of being able to just sleep in and not have any worry while I come in here and network and sell this and sell that and build the business, like taking that upon myself, So it's kind of like that extra level of responsibility and kind of accountability for myself, because if not me, then who, And that's something I like to think about. So it's almost like I'm taking pride in the fact that I'm getting up early and allowing her. I mean, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. So I don't feel like I'm allowing or disallowing anybody to do anything. She got a job. She does her own thing. Strong, independent woman. She's got her own place. She's doing her thing. But in the future, maybe, we have a kid. She's not going to work. She got to take care of the kid. I got to provide money, whatever, right? I mean, I got to take care of the kid too before I get slammed by someone who didn't understand what I'm trying to say. So that makes you feel like, okay, well, I'll just get up at 1 then. I'll just get up at 1 a.m. I'll come in here and I'll get shit done. And I don't have a problem with that. Time is just, like I said, time's fucking man-made measurement, dude. What is 1 a.m.? Show me in real life what 1 a.m. is, dude. Why don't we call 1 a.m. 2 a.m.? Why don't we call, what the fuck is that, dude? Should we have different labels? It's called 1400 hours. It's 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. I don't know. Shit's man-made. So anyway, all that to say, it makes me want to just get up even earlier, shift my whole schedule so I hit the gym in the morning. Then nobody would be at the gym, so I could film more, and I would start the day off I would just feel like a fucking baller. Because when I'm waking up at 2 a.m. and I'm in the gym before 3, I feel like a fucking baller, dude. I'm not going to lie. It feels cool. And to be able to share stuff like that on my story, and I'm not going to even try to pretend like I don't think about this stuff. But to be able to wake up that early and then post on my story and let everybody know that I am the fucking man, that's cool. But also, and this is not bullshit, I genuinely mean this, but if I'm this guy that's talking about discipline and resilience and building this and doing that, I got to be that. And I don't feel like I am 100%. So me proving that I'm waking up at a ridiculous hour that people, dude, it's definitely a progressive, not politically speaking, a progressive, I don't know. There's just a continuum of waking up early. Continuum for Kevin right there. My uncle. Love you. Do you listen to the show? I don't know. A continuum of, waking up at 7 a.m., that's early. 6 a.m. is pretty early too. Okay, 5 a.m., that's crazy. 4 a.m., wow, why do you even need to 3 a.m., you're stupid. You don't need to, who needs to wake up at 3? 2 a.m., that's not real. You're on steroids. You have the lottery. Your parents are rich. And people just pull stuff out their asshole when you start doing things that they couldn't even fathom doing. And I've seen that true for myself. So to be that guy that's practicing what I preach, but then really doing what people call extreme shit. I don't think that's extreme, dude. I mean, just go to bed earlier. It's the same shit. There's no benefit as far as time-wise goes. If we're talking hour for hour, if we're talking minutes, right? I'm not talking about productivity. I'm talking minutes. No difference between going to bed at 6 and waking up at 2 a.m. versus going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m., excuse me. Still get the same amount of minutes per day. As far as productivity and shit goes, I don't know. But yeah, so it got me thinking about switching my schedule around, but then it just kind of fucks me up for the weekends because that makes my sleep schedule even more inconsistent, because if I have to go to bed at 7, or if I have to go to bed, if I have to go to bed at 7 and wake up at 2:30, because that would give me 7.5 hours, then I'm definitely not going to wake up at 2:30 on the weekends. Sorry, That's not what I meant to say. I'm definitely not going to go to bed at 7 o'clock on the weekends because Lexi gets here on Saturday just after 6 o'clock most times. So it'd be like, hey, babe, glad you made it. Glad you had a hard day at work. I know I haven't seen you in a whole week. Got a blast. And I go to sleep. And then wake up the next day. And then she's still sleeping because she had a long day. She worked her full day. And she wakes up, we'll just say 8 a.m. That's 5 hours of me just doing my own thing again. I mean, I'm not going to rule anything off the table. I'm going to do what's necessary to make this shit work. But if it comes down to it, then it comes down to it. But right now, I don't think that's necessary. I just got to get better with time. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will do it. So because today is day 60 of being in the program, I graduated. I'm in the other group now. And that means in 30 days, it'll be 90 days since I started. Now, I have on the board here what scares me right now, being in the same place in 90 days. So in 30 days from now, that will have come true. Same with the sales calls, the same with the booking calls. So I'm just gunning for it, man. It's almost, I feel this thing, this little itch within my soul here of slowly just not giving a fuck about certain things that I used to. You know, like just not giving the energy or the care or the thought to certain things that I normally would. For example, I have a coworker and she was just giving me shit about some of the things that I'm doing at work. And rather than me playing into it and being like, oh, why do you think that? Oh, how come? Oh, it's just, I didn't even fucking respond. I just was like, huh. And I continued eating my goddamn protein bowl while she had her, whatever. I'm being an asshole. So I'm not even entertaining that, which, I mean, a month ago, I probably would have been like, why the fuck do you, I don't know. Part of me wants to be like, why the fuck do you care? You're also 500 pounds. What's going on? You know? And, well, I'm an asshole. Yeah, I'm an asshole. My bad, guys. Go ahead and cancel me. I deserve that one. Just kidding. Keep it real here. But no, anyway, it's more like I just don't even want to entertain anything that doesn't bring me benefit, you know? So when people are having conversations with me and I know they're just talking about this or gossiping about this or complaining about this, mentally I'm just clocked the fuck out. And it sucks because some people are trying to have a conversation and I'm like, dude, I don't know what you even just said. Like you're complaining about this person over here. My bad, bro. Sorry, sis, you know? I don't know, man. But yeah, I've got this little itch going on and it makes me feel like I just have to, I don't have room to think about, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. It's like, I got to go now, dude, you know? I don't know. I just got to be better. And honestly, what comes to mind is like, fuck, I have to do all this and I have to eat right and I have to go to the gym and I have to get my hair cut regularly so I don't look like a dumbass and I have to shave my face so I don't look homeless and I have to make sure that I'm looking good, smelling good, and you know. All right. I talk way too long. Remember how I started the show off, guys? All right, got a short and sweet one for you. My ass. All right, good night.